Both hands-on technicians and business leaders create their most value and often find their most fulfillment when they can perform what Cal Newport calls deep work. When that deep work is interrupted by an issue that's merely pretending to be urgent, that interruption erodes both their productivity and their satisfaction. For my conversations, here are 3 common sources of accidental, artificial urgency. One is using synchronous channels for non-urgent communication. When you call someone's phone at an unscheduled time, when you pop your head into their office and say, "Hey, you got a minute?" You're using a synchronous channel, but one that expects the other person to give you their attention right now at your convenience. Even if they feel the freedom to delay the full conversation, you've still broken them out of any deep work so they can concentrate on evaluating whether your interruption is worthy of more of their time. A second is using asynchronous channels for urgent communication. When you pose a question via email or as a comment in an online ticketing system, you're using an asynchronous channel. These systems organize incoming messages into conversations and queues for people to process later at their own convenience. When you use only one of those channels to pose questions that legitimately require a rapid response, but you don't supplement that truly urgent message with another notice on a synchronous channel, you begin to create conditions that expect the other person to treat every asynchronous message as potentially urgent, just in case. The third example is expecting that there's no distinction between communication channels. When you treat all communication channels as equally valid for all kinds of messages, you hurt productivity in 2 ways. First, you make it easier for yourself to get pulled out of your own deep work by artificial urgency. And second, you place an unnecessary expectation for the recipients of your communication to interrupt their deep work to evaluate urgency. Like each of my clients, you'll need to find your own schedule for processing your asynchronous communication, and then set expectations with the people who typically contact you. And you may need to learn some of your system's advanced tools to detect asynchronous messages that are likely urgent and automatically trigger notifications only for those. But the better that you can distinguish urgent and non-urgent requests and send them on appropriate channels, the more you will allow yourself and your broader team to be productive and fulfilled at work.